Fat Guy Squared.
Wait, you're offended? Go fuck yourself. Listen to something else. For those of you who want to be entertained, here's the podcast. And we are back. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fat Guy Squared. Just remember, these are the recorded podcast while Nathan is on his midlife crisis excursion. That's what we're going to call it.
Sure.
Yeah, right. I haven't thought of a good name, but I think midlife crisis excursion sounds well. That sounds well. I actually said that because I'm a fucking spaz.
Everything stays in Vegas, including all of Nate's money.
Nate's money, all of the weird, sad diseases.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm opening today's podcast with a weird one.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Okay.
So we're both New Englanders.
Yes.
All right? And you are Massachusettsian.
Hey, since you just had a trouble with that, I'm going to ask you a question.
What's the word I'm trying to say? I already forgot.
Massachusettsin?
Yeah, there you go. You can't even say it.
But so the other day, me and my buddy were talking about it, right?
Yep.
What do you call, so people from Colombia, they're called?
Colombians.
Okay. People from Brazil are called?
Brazilians.
What about people from Panama?
Panamans.
Right. Yeah. Really? That's it?
I really don't know.
And so we looked it up.
The Pans.
Panamanians.
Oh, yeah, because that's a lot better than Panamanians. Fucking assholes. All right. So I got a book for Christmas. I've talked about it before. My mother got it for me. It's called Uncle John's Actual and Factual Bathroom Reader. This goddamn thing is phenomenal.
Yes.
Why do we look like we sound so far away here? Why are we not? You see how low that is?
Far wherever you are.
You sound like shit, and I know because I can see it in the mic. All right. So on this particular page that I'm talking about, and I found this fascinating, it's Maine men. So long story short, it's a bunch of words that they use in Maine.
Okay.
And I'm going to read a few of them to you, and let me know what you think it is.
So, all right. So you're going to tell me
I'll give you
slang
I'll give you the very first one.
Okay.
Okay. Cunnin. Cunnin.
Okay, you want me to tell you what I think it is?
What do you think cunnin
I think it's
is?
like somebody saying, "Oh, that's precious. That's cute. That's..."
Son of a bitch, you're absolutely right. I told you he's a Massachusetts citizen. Okay.
Isn't that cunning?
This is definitely a mass one right here. Down in the cellar.
Okay.
What do you think that is?
That's like in the basement.
In the basement,
In the
exactly.
basement.
I'm going to give a different one to you, okay?
Okay.
Buggin. Buggin.
Oh, you're crazy. Like, you're bugging, man.
I would assume that, but that's not the case.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know then.
This is lobster fishing.
That's the furthest thing from my mind.
That's right, you know? All right. Here's another one that I was fucking blown away with because I'm sitting there. When I was reading this, you got to understand, I'm sitting on the shitter reading this book.
Of course.
Right?
Was it a good shit?
It was a good, but I'm
Good.
reading it and I'm going, motherfucker, this is not right. This is not right. So I'm looking on my phone while I'm looking at the book, while I'm shit. It's long story.
Long story.
I had a conniption. Anyway, what does knife mean? Kife.
I'm assuming that's a utensil that you use to eat?
It's to steal.
Oh, I know.
Right? I'm
Nope.
like, what the fuck? What kind of weird
I've
terminology
never looked at my
is
boys
that?
and been like, yo, knife me that.
And then the last one I'm going to go with, actually there's two of them, which I find hilarious, but I'm going to stick with this one. Ugly. Ugly. Ugly.
They're unattractive?
You would think so, but no, it means angry in Maine, apparently.
So what the hell does? So what does the word angry mean in Maine?
It's not on this page. I couldn't tell you.
Jeez. Because it's funny that you did this because last couple weeks ago they were doing they had Mark Wahlberg on a TV show.
Mac Wahlberg.
Yeah. And they were like, so Mark, we're gonna throw some slangs at you, and you tell me what wicked pissa means.
Oh yeah, no, I did read that. It's like a lady of the night. That kind of. Yeah. I remember seeing this. Yeah, no, but I was like I said, dude, this book is fucking fascinating. I mean, there's certain things
The
here
facts.
It's just random facts that I find hilarious.
Yes.
Stove up to wreck or destroy something.
Nope.
No, you know.
I have heard though. One thing about Maine I have heard is there's certain parts of Maine.
Yeah.
That they have the same kind of people there that are like in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, like Southern Bayou type.
They got the same kind of people that will rape you in Baton Rouge that they will in Maine as well. So, they'll hold you down and make you squeal like a pig.
Why?
Because they're backwater and they're strange.
I mean, I had a cousin of mine.
Don't get me wrong, folks. There are very lovely people in Maine that I love to death. But then you got the other ones.
I had a cousin of mine who lived over by the paper trails.
I'm not sure where that is.
So there's a section of Maine, and you'll know you're there. Okay, you'll know because you'll be driving, and then you'll go.
You open the window, you go ding 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 ding,
and then you're
ding,
like,
ding,
you know
ding.
what, everybody? Why don't we just roll up the windows because it smells like dog shit? And the reason why is because it's mills of paper. They burn.
Yeah, the bleaching and whatnot.
Yeah,
they
they burn all the old papers, and it just smells like dookie. That's my new word this month. My new word is like dookie. I've been saying it about everything. I've been eating stuff that's different, and I'm like, that tastes dookie.
Yeah, again, are you from Maine?
Maybe.
Or
the Bayou.
I would love to go to what's that one where they show the tits?
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
It is Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
Hey!
he's second guessing himself. I'd love to go to a Mardi Gras or something like that. I think it would be cool.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Well, I get really bad because I don't drink. I get really bad anxiety around people who do drink.
I'm just going to look at boobs.
I mean, that's true.
I mean,
I don't know why I thought I had more to that to add, but I don't.
That's true, but no, it's really all I care about.
My girlfriend just mentioned that to me the other day. She wants to go to Louisiana.
If she'd like, she can come over here. We can give her fake beads, and she can.
We could not. we could just not. Yeah.
I was gonna say recite a nice poem, but you got dirty there. See, no,
yes.
you are a negative Nancy.
Yep.
You are a negative Nancy, sir. I'm sorry to say. Now we're just gonna have her get topless and run around here for the same beads. I'm sorry.
So this is this. So
you're going on vacation. This is the first of 3 or 4 recorded podcasts.
Yeah. My girlfriend's here for vacation too.
She is.
She's going to Dominican.
Oh, she's gonna go find a Dominican. That's cool.
Let me tell you something.
She doesn't have to leave Rhode Island though.
That is very true. But Dusty.
Oh yeah.
So Dusty, I told Dusty that the girlfriend's going to Dominican, and he's like,
you should never talk to that man about anything outside of just wall colors.
Yeah,
and maybe lakes.
Because I said that to him, and he started laughing. I said, "What's so funny?" He goes, "Oh, she's not gonna have any use for you anymore."
Well, don't worry about it. In terms of size, penis size, it's well, I mean, you probably have to worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true because we're like twins. That's great.
That's true. That's true. See, but I'm losing the weight.
That's true.
You see. Now, for those of you who don't know, Nate and I are on diets.
Yeah, they still suck.
We've been talking about it right along, and I've lost quite a bit of weight. I'm looking good for a fat guy. And, Nate's on a diet. So anyway.
I mean, I can't see my pecker now. So
you can see the very tip of it.
The helmet.
It helps that he wasn't circumcised, so it gives him the extra half of
it.
Dude! Were you? Seriously, were you not circumcised? Well, I mean, I was.
I was circumcised.
You were? All
yeah.
Right. Yeah, my mom thought it was a good idea. I was like, no, you're taking half of my cock off.
I said to my my dad when I got older because I didn't know what the difference was at the I was like 14.
Yeah, non or
Yeah, and my father was like, "Oh yeah, he was circumcised." I said, "What happened to the skin?" He goes, "Oh, they make it into bubble gum."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm like, "Dad, don't you can't." Jeez, man.
Don't ever have kids because your kids are gonna think that the Loch Ness monster is a guy named Jim who lives down the street.
Can I just tell you, I want to see the Loch Ness monster, not Jim, not Jim.
That's great. Ah, shit. You know what I?
So
don't
yeah,
have?
so the girlfriend's going to Dominican. I'm going to Vegas, and you know what's funny? She said to me, she goes, "Are you gonna be good while you're over there?" First up, you're in Dominican. I'm in Vegas with my dad.
This is the difference. You have to pay for it. She doesn't.
Yeah, she just has to walk around and she'll get it.
All right. You know what? Oh, as I'm breaking my mic again.
What are we doing?
All right, we're gonna pull.
Oh, I like polling.
We're gonna pull from this, and this will be the question of the week.
Okay.
Whatever we decide to pull on that, it'll be the question of the week. All right. Ooh, you know, I'm sorry. I am wasting away here, not doing my job. I apologize, ladies and
Is it a
gentlemen.
question? Because these aren't questions. This one's a statement.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe we could turn it into a question from a statement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're ready.
Well, I gotta get dude, my laptop. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? This
Here
is what
we go.
I know. You know, fuck you. You did the same thing with this goddamn computer we're using. What happens is every couple of weeks they take these fucking stupid updates, and for whatever reason, something goes wrong with them every time.
Yeah, I think the problem is I think all what's the word? Windows. I think Windows finally took on the path of Apple and said, you know what? We're just going to start giving so many updates that eventually your computer will explode.
Well, that's the problem. That in this particular situation, both this computer that we use for the podcast and my actual laptop, I think took the same exact updates, and the fucking thing's running like a. I mean, look at this. I've opened this program up 5 minutes ago, and it's starting to open right now.
What we're going to do is eventually we're going to have the Patreon set up. We're gonna hopefully get donations from our wonderful viewers, and we'll just build a computer.
Wouldn't be a viewer; it would be a listener.
But there's also viewers on the Facebook
Okay.
and the Twitch.
In terms of views versus listens, I'm honestly asking, what is? I mean,
What is a view?
This past year, from a view to a
download.
listener to a download was 1,000 to 1 in perspective of the listener versus.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't.
So downloads means that people are actually thoroughly listening to the full thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the hits is what you're thinking
Yeah. Okay.
of.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
The hits, that's when somebody actually, it's a hit towards the site. So somebody went on and said, oh, fat guy, okay, and they happen to click it, and then they leave.
And this year, ladies and gentlemen, I still owe Nate a prime rib, and it will be.
Don't you dare think I forgot about that shit.
It's going to happen, but I'm waiting for our birthdays because I want to do it for.
It was Christmas, then it was New Year, now it's our birthday.
Well,
Soon enough, it's going to be 4th of July. We're going to get him a
the
prime rib.
reason why we didn't do it for Christmas or New Year's because we're both on fucking diets, you cock-licking whore bag.
I can have. I'm on a no carb, baby. Feed me the prime rib.
Oh, go fuck you. Well, you know what? No, now you're going to wait. Because our birthdays are actually right next to each other. That's why he's going away. He's going to Sin City because it's his birthday coming up.
No, I'm not.
Shut up. I'm going to tell everybody that's the case.
Okie dokie.
Every story begins with a non-truth. You should know that.
I'm actually looking up the Podbean thing right now to see what I can find out, like the exact numbers.
Oh, the exact numbers for last year. Anyway, so I haven't discussed this with Nate, and again, this is recorded, so believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Little Hidden Jim, I said this. Holy shit.
Yep, he's dumb.
We're recording this
Yes.
on the first day we've come back to do our live podcast. So this
Word.
is actually on the 6th, and I haven't had a discussion with him. So this year, okay, I said, how many downloads? 500 downloads total. You got a primer about the deal, right?
Yep.
This past year.
Yep.
So this year, by mid-year, we have to have 1,000. And you'll get another whatever you want.
Okay.
Has to be food-related, obviously.
So, downloads so far, we have 695 year to date.
All right, that's January 1 or 2 right now.
to right now, right this second.
All right, so let's just say January 1 because
Okay.
we're going to haven't put anything else out.
Yeah. You ready for the total hits?
All right, I'm sorry. What was 691 you said?
I think it was 695, but let me just make sure.
Let me write this down. Give me that paper.
No.
All right, so it's 695 year to so January. I'm just going to say 695 January 1. Does that make sense?
Yep. 695.
119. All right. So 695 total. And so what we need to do is in 6 months, so whatever 6 months is from January 1, I want to see 1,000 downloads
In total?
in total.
Okay.
And if we hit the 1,000 download mark, so we're starting back at 0. So
Oh, okay. So we're trying to technically get to 1,695.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I want to see 1,695 at the very least, and then that next number will work.
Okay.
I think it's doable because, we're building it
Well,
out.
and we're building it up, and we figured out what to do.
Yeah.
We put sexual names in the title in the world quick sign. So you
That's
ready?
great.
You ready
Yes.
for the hits?
Yes, total.
25,700.
No, the shit. Wow, that's pretty good. That
It's
is
just
very
a
good.
spike.
Yeah, right? Well, I mean, we just started too.
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try this. I apologize if it doesn't work, but let's give it a shot. And she's dead.
Oh, my father.
Oh, it's your dad. Hey, you should put him on. This cocksucker's
Hello?
working now. All right.
Here?
No, I'm just stopping at McDonald's to stream from Pat.
Why? Tell him that we got chicken soup.
We got soup for you here.
Oh, I've already ordered.
Oh, okay.
Well, you stop ordering, get your ass over here.
So when you
They're on a diet. That's early.
Fucking chicken soup has nothing in it. Cocksucker.
all right, well we're live on the air, so
Yeah, you're on with us. Side door.
side door. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a special guest, Nate's dad. I decided not to shut the podcast off because this is what we do when we shut it off.
Yep. So
All right, so it started working again. Let's try it one
All
more
right.
time. All right. This is great.
dude, I totally got a question.
It's time for the question of the week. Yes, finally. Something
Okay.
that worked for a minute.
And I lost the question. Where'd it go?
Oh, good job.
I think you put it back in here.
I didn't touch it. You got up, dropped your phone. And
Oh,
all
it's
that
in my
bullshit.
pocket.
Ah, shit.
All right, you ready?
All right, what is it?
It is not feeling like Christmas.
Okay, so this
How
means
do
that we
we-
never emptied the fucking box.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, we're going to pull another one.
Yeah.
That was a Christmas one, I swear to God. What is it?
How do you approach? I thought I said 1 year. How do you approach a liar?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good question of the week, actually.
Yeah.
I guess for me, my point of view is if somebody's a liar and I know that they're a liar, I don't take anything they say at all to heart. Like anything.
Oh, okay. So that's how we're answering it. All right.
I'm just saying, in my own view. I mean, you can
Well,
answer it how you want.
For me, I'm going on the. I like to let them dig their own hole.
I do again, but you need to know that they are liars.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know you know what I mean. You
Sure.
can't just approach it like, "Hey, you're a liar."
Yeah.
Yep.
I had an employee once
All right.
who lied to me, and I caught him flat, like right in the lie.
What did he say? He liked you?
So I said, "Why? What's the deal? You coming in?" He's like, "No, I can't make it in today. I'm extremely sick." I said, "Really?" I said, "Okay. What are you sick with?" And he went, "Oh, I have the flu. I got the stomach bug. Whatever."
If I
it
knew I
was.
was gonna lie, I would be like the plague. I can't
Yeah.
do it.
And so I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was like, "You're just chilling at home, just sick?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's crazy because your GPS shows you at Six Flags."
Ah, cool.
And he was like, No, there's a glitch." And I'm like, bro, you
Oh, hold on. Wait. Why are you GPSing anybody outside of yourself?
no, because sometimes on the iMessenger,
No, I don't. I have no idea.
Okay, so on the iMessage itself, you can ping their address, and same thing with Facebook Messenger. So I have my employees Facebook message me when they're doing something.
So when they message you, what, you just ping them? I don't understand.
Yeah, I gotta tell them, oh, where you at? Like at home. Like, oh. So
Now, what if that dude lives next to Six Flags? Or
then he shouldn't be working where he's working.
I'm just saying, I don't know anything about it. I know that. Don't get me wrong. When I work, if I'm not sick and I take a sick day, I don't work in a retail business like you. I get it. So you need to have the head count whenever you need the head count, kind of thing. But that being said, if I'm calling out sick and it's a honest to goodness day off or whatever the case is, and I don't believe any kind of management or any kind of company should be able to tell me I can or I can't. I just take the fucking day. That's all there's to it.
No, so
it's a fib. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a fib that I'm not sick, but
all right. So the problem is about the retail world is that people call out so this year, I think I told you, I had somebody call out on Black Friday, and I had somebody call out the Saturday before Christmas.
Which I get. Okay, those particular
dude, don't screw me. Don't screw.
At the very least, say I'm not coming in because it's fuck you. That's why.
So I'm gonna put my employee on blast, and I told him I would do this, so it's not a surprise. So the Saturday, what?
I can't see the screen. I don't. This is fucking me up here. Does that matter?
No.
All right.
I'm doing it that way, so it's less RAM being used.
Then do it that way.
Okay.
I didn't know.
So the Saturday before Christmas.
All right.
Went all through the house.
Not a creature was stirring.
No.
Not even a mouse.
So I get to work at my usual time, 9:30.
All right.
Okay. And it was going to be a busy day, obviously. Okay. It was the Saturday before Christmas. It's nuts in the cell phone world. So.
Really?
Oh, absolutely insane. Bonkers. And we had to buy one, get one.
You know what? I can actually see that because a lot of kids get cell phones for Christmas.
And what happens is families have to wait for their kids to come back from college to get the phones.
Oh, yeah.
So that weekend prior is when everyone comes in.
That makes sense.
So my guy texted me at 3:30 in the morning prior to that day.
All right.
First off, nobody, you better be dead if you contacted me. Your life better be in check.
Well, I mean, was he sick? Was he honestly the goodness? Oh my God.
I'm going to read you the message because it's the best message ever. Hey, when I show you this, you're going to go, no way. And I'm going to go, yep. It was awesome. I've been showing it to everybody because it was too perfect.
Now this is at 3:30 in the morning. The Friday before Christmas.
Yes.
Or rather, the Saturday morning before Christmas.
Yes. And let's see.
Come on now.
Here we go. Yo, I'm fooked up. I deck. Here I am. Then go. This
was
is
he
at
drunk?
This
Or
is at
what was it?
3:22. Second message. I can't fit in my keys.
Somebody went out that night and decided not to go to work. This is what this was.
I said at 8:30 in the morning, I texted him back. I was like, because I'm just dumb. I'm like, okay, so I'll let you use my keys to the store. So then the story comes out. No, dude, I'm in Providence and my wallet and keys are gone. I have no way to operate my car at the moment. And I go, dude, this is bullshit. He goes, fuck, I've searched 2 out of 3 bars we went to.
Jesus
no
Christ.
luck. The last one is where I think they are, and they don't open till 5. Shake my fucking head. All right, isn't that what it says? SMFH? I think that's the abbreviation. And then he says,
Wait, I don't know anything about abbreviations. So.
You know, the IDK is I don't know?
No, I don't. I don't.
WTF?
I know what the fuck.
So then he says, I'm so fucked out. I'm so fucking out. And I go, what does that even mean? And he goes, I'm fucking out, dude. I'm just stuck here hoping my keys are at the bar. Because he always uses lingo that I don't understand.
Is he from New England?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But how old is he, though?
He's 26.
There you go. That's why. See, just like you're 10 years younger than me, using fucking abbreviations that I've never heard of.
So
You know what? You should open up a bunch of abbreviations and read them to me, and we can do that.
Oh, we can do
I
that.
think that'd be a cool setup.
then we'll have to do a setup with that. All right. So when he came back to work and we finally got to work together, like first off, I screamed at him the whole day.
Yeah.
Like he never showed up. He never showed up, and I did 14 phones on my own that day.
Is that a lot? I don't.
On an average day, the max we do is like 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that's new plans or upgrades, whatever the case is.
The whole thing. And out of that 14, 10 or 11 of them were new lines to AT&T.
Okay.
All right? So not upgrades. So he came to work and I like a couple days later and I was like, "Dude, what happened?" Like what happened? And he's like he's explaining it to me. It was so funny. He goes, "Dude, so I got shit-faced. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. I'm not even going to lie."
At least he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
You got to give him that.
I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "It was my buddy's birthday." And I was like, "Yo, I'm just going to drink beer." And then somebody was like, "No, we got to do shots." And then
no.
people were putting shots and shots and mixing with beer.
Oh,
he
God.
goes, "Next thing I know, Nate, I'm lost in Providence walking the streets. I have no keys and no wallet."
That's not good.
And so I said, "What did you do?" He goes, "I saw a building which looked kind of like my buddy's complex. So I walked in." He goes, "I finally got inside his house, which was just because one of his friends was leaving and found me roaming through the hallways."
Oh my God.
So they let him into the apartment. I was like, "So what happened then?" He's like, "I was just sitting there on the bed going, I don't know what to do." I don't. And I was like, "Really?" And he goes, "But then I said, I gotta let Nate know." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Nate, I took every ounce of my being to write, I'm fucked up right now. I can't find wallet and keys." And I was like, "Yeah." And he took everything. He's like, "Nate, I did that and I passed out on the floor." And I was like, "Okay." He goes, "The next morning, my buddy woke up. Had no idea where he was. It was his apartment." He goes, "We were so drunk." And
So he went to bed drunk and woke up drunk.
He woke up
is
drunk.
ultimately what happened.
and the thing was, I was like, "Well, I'm surprised you weren't thrown up." He's like, "Nate, I had an adrenaline rush because I was trying to figure out how to get to work, but I had no keys." Because here's the thing. He's come in trashed. Like,
Oh, no.
Like he's come in like completely trashed from the night before.
And your company allows that.
Well, he doesn't come in drunk. He comes in like hangover.
Okay. Oh, like shh.
Like I hate my life. Just don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me. And I've watched him look at me square in the eyes and go, "I'm going to vomit."
Oh,
And
God.
leave, go in the back room, come back, and he'll work his shift. So I got to give credit to where credit is due.
No, but again, in that situation, though, he never lied.
He didn't, and that's why I have to
So,
like deal with
I
it.
mean, I could bust his balls, whatever the case is, but he never lied. I'd rather surround myself with 27 guys like that than having 2 guys that are constantly there that lie all the time.
Andy had my back the following week because you knew my father was out
Oh, yeah.
sick, and I had to take the time out of work, and he covered all my shifts.
See, all kidding aside, you know, I don't know who this guy is. I don't want to know his name. Obviously, it's corporate thing, whatever. But if anybody from your corporate team is listening, this is the kind of guy you need in your life. Yes, there are certain times he is going to fuck up.
Oh yeah.
Yes, there are certain times he is going to be, for lack of a better terminology,
A kid.
a kid. You know, he might be 26, whatever the case is. But he's truthful, he's honest, and when he's there, he's there.
So yeah, we actually had to talk about it because he's we'll just say in a way right now with the company.
Oh, okay.
And like we talked about it, and I stated, I'm like, we can't afford to lose him
No,
because he knows his stuff.
I don't even care about that. I care about the fact of now as a consumer, I don't know anything about this guy outside of the story he just told me. And as a consumer, if I walk into that particular property and this guy sells me a load of shit, and I get that device, and I have no idea what's going on. Like I use somebody like your mom or dad, your dad rather, and my mom and dad who have zero idea on any of the devices, how they work, and so on and so forth.
Sure.
If this guy openly comes out and says, "Well, this isn't the setup for you," and he's not trying to upsell you, and he's not
Yeah.
trying to sell you on this, that, and the other thing. I would have more I would rather work with that gentleman and get the sale, knowing that that's going to happen and what I'm going to get, versus somebody who's going to go in there. Oh no, this will be work for you. This will work for you. This will work for you.
So funny thing about it, I was just talking about it the other day with the head honchos.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. We will go back to the regularly scheduled program in a second. We have a brand new addition right now. He just walked down the stairs. This is Nathan's father. His name is Andrew F. Jackson.
F. Jackson.
No. His name is Andy. Andy Coat with a hyphen in the middle.
Is it a hyphen? No. It's circumflex.
Circumflex.
Yeah, the circumflex over the. Is it over the O?
All right. Wait. Nate, give him your mic.
I'll
Give him the mic so he can say hi.
You gotta say hi.
Come on.
Hello.
Oh, look at that. He's got that deep voice. He's got that sexual feeling voice going on.
He's got that Marvin Gaye. So,
All right, back to the story. I'm sorry about that, folks.
We were talking about his. So, like, my sales technique is different than most people.
Well, everybody will.
Everybody
have
has a different one. Me, I like to talk about customers about stuff that has nothing to do with sales. I like to be their friend.
Your
that
daughter's very cute. She's 4. She's very cute.
I've sold a phone before and a tablet to a customer.
Good job. Hey, good job, people. Yay!
I've sold it to them based on how I told them that porn will look on that device.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Back when I used to work in the retail field, porn, believe it or not, was VHS.
Oh, jeez.
It was still VHS style. So I've actually had people approach me on tube TVs like, yeah, the porn gets cut off in the middle. And it's like, and I go, that's the aspect ratios, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's
so that's my approach on things. This guy, his approach, we're going to pretend you're a customer. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I could potentially be still sell me.
All right. So you have a phone,
Okay.
and your phone is broken. Okay. It's still working. You're not sure if you want to get a new phone.
I got you. Dropped it in the water. It still works. It's not pretty.
Okay. So you come in. How you doing?
Same shit, different day.
What's going on with your phone?
Well, I was taking a shit,
Yep.
reading Uncle John's bathroom reader. Yeah,
Yeah.
read one of those. Very good. Anyway, as I was doing that, I noticed there was a misprint, and I wanted to text Uncle John, and I was doing it, and it fell right in the toilet.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh, no. But I managed to throw it in a bag of rice, get it all dried out pretty. It seems to work, but it's not working as fast as it used to.
So you're considering getting a new phone?
I am considering either getting a new phone or having this one repaired because I pay the absorbent amount for replacement.
You know what? I'd say don't waste the money on the insurance. Don't waste the money on buying a new phone. Just keep that phone and keep using it.
Really? Why is that?
That's what he does. Somebody will come in and he'll be like, oh, so you're considering, well, these are the new upgrades. If you would like to take one today, that's fine. But hey, listen, my recommendation, save your money. Keep your old phone. Use it for as long as possible.
Well, I mean, it's a good idea, but all right.
But that's sales 101. You're pushing a sale out the door, and it works. And they'll just go, you know what? I appreciate your honesty, but I'd like to buy a new phone with you today.
the person feel comfortable.
That's true.
If you here's an example. Now, I originally had Sprint about a year ago.
I don't want to talk to you about it.
Okay, no, I'm
We're
gonna
gonna fight about that.
I'm gonna give you the background. So I then switched to Verizon because Sprint.
Yeah, you did.
Sprint. Well, at the time, I thought you were working for Verizon, you cocklicker.
I was working for Verizon. I was. Did you come and see me? Nope. Did I get any
see
credit?
you because
I didn't get no
actually,
credit for those sales.
No. You weren't working for Verizon when I went and did it because I had called you.
I was working for Verizon. I left Verizon in May of 2018. You got your phones prior to that. Don't even give me that. Don't even give me that. We will go outside, girlfriend, and we will. I will fight you.
You know what? You probably. It's because you work too fucking far away.
Yeah,
I refuse to drive.
Nobody likes liar.
No. Anyway, all right. So push comes to shove, I didn't go to you. Fuck you. That is what.
Okay.
I should have, frankly, but I didn't.
Okay.
Honestly, the reason why I don't do anything with family when it comes to anything with money is because it always backfires and kicks me in the teeth.
Sure.
Every time. And whether it's money related, whether it's vacation related, anything to do with family, and you feel like you got fucked over even just a little bit.
Yep.
It always translates to somebody else.
Oh yeah.
So nothing against you, but I don't want that in our
No,
lives.
because we don't need that. We finally
No,
we're
no.
good. You know what I think we could talk about?
Well, let me finish.
Okay, but there's more. There's more. Okay.
All right, so I went to Verizon, and at the time, Verizon had a deal where if you switched early, because Sprint wasn't holding up to their end. Over where we are, Sprint's service is terrible. And they refused to work with me. They didn't want to lessen my bill. They didn't want to give me an extender. They didn't want to do anything for me, saying, your service isn't great there. It is what it is. I said, well, I'm in a 2-year contract. Let my contract go, and I'll leave. No, we can't do that.
Yeah, why would they do that?
Can't do that. So I then went to Verizon because Verizon will break the contract, and at the time they were giving you money to pay
Up
off
to $650 off the price of your phone. Yeah.
whatever the case is.
Yep.
It worked out that I was going to pay out of pocket to get out of that contract like $65 or something like that. Total amount of money. Wasn't a lot. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go that route. So the original guy I was working with said, he's like, oh, you're going to get the money in the mail. You're going to get this. Fast forward 6 months. I hadn't received any of that money. I hadn't received anything. And everything that the guy was telling me, he was blowing smoke up my ass just to get me to sell, just to do it. Right? So I was walking in. Now, mind you,
Serves you right.
I was still paying Sprint and Verizon
Because you
at
had
the
to pay
time,
off with the remainder of
right?
Sprint.
And I walked back into Verizon, and a different guy, manager, talked to me. He goes, "Oh, that guy was fired like 3 days after you got your service because he was lying to people." I go, "No fucking way, really?"
Yeah. Funny.
So come to find out, all the money I was waiting for this cutover or whatever was already there. And he told me I was going to get a live check and I was going to get cash handed to
It's
me.
bill credits.
He didn't say that.
Yeah. So what happens is you have to pay off Sprint, but we give you enough. Well, when I worked for Verizon, they gave you enough in bill credits to supplement you the difference of what you owed,
Never told me that.
and that was wrong.
There was literally nothing stated. Nothing. So I went
Sales 101: have integrity.
6 to 8 months before I found out that I have 5 phones.
That adds up quick.
And I was getting like 800 or whatever it is, 600. I was getting the full amount per phone. I had something like $8,000 in credit or something like
Yeah.
that, some stupid amount of credit. I go, nobody told me about this. I didn't pay my Verizon bill for 8 months.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
And then even on top of that, I still bought a bunch of cases and whatnot. I was like, so my point is that whole long fucking phenomenal of a story. How do I deal with a liar? If I ever met that guy again, I would never talk to him. Or if I did, it would have nothing to do with anything that mattered.
Yeah.
It would be, hey, how you doing? Oh, okay, take it easy. Have a great life. Anything that he said, whether it be...
Yep.
Now, I used to know people in school. I'm sure you knew people in school as well that would go, oh, yeah, man, I used to run around with all these women. They're so hot. Where are they now? You're 400 pounds and you have buck teeth.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Those people are not a part of my life anymore. I refuse to be around liars.
I probably have 4 or 5 friends from high school, maybe that.
And do they lie to you?
No. The only one that's iffy, and he's never lied. He's never lied.
He's just never told the truth.
Is Dusty.
All right, and
Okay.
the iffiness is what the whole sex stuff. And
No,
what have you?
it's Dusty doesn't lie. He likes to give bad advice.
Okay. There are other people out there. They're not liars, but they like to take a situation that they were in and
Well,
make
he
it
can't-
sound like they climbed the Grand Canyon instead of.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
That's me. I would have climbed up to the top of your driveway, and I would have been like, dude, I went to Everest the other day. All right? And I only do it to make the story sound hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay? Not like I started dating a girl, and I was like, oh, hey, I hit for $1 million, when the reality is I only hit for like $100.
Yeah, no, I am the exact opposite of that. I am blatantly honest. Like deadpan,
I want a mint.
you're a fat guy.
Yeah.
Honest.
No, Dusty's the one that gives me advice like, dude, I'll be on the phone with him at a red light, and I'll be like, dude, that chick is so hot. He's like, oh, you know what you got to do? Dude, you got to follow her home and beep your horn constantly.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah,
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Let's not do that. So anyway,
I have a subject we could talk about after this.
well, I mean, this is just a recorded deal, so we're going to be ending this in about 5 minutes anyway. So,
Oh, okay, cool.
all of these pre-recorded ones are not going to be a full hour. Sorry, folks, but we're giving you something while he's on vacation. We got to do like 5 or 6 of these, so that's why we're only going to do about 45, 50 minutes. Sometimes we'll go long, but it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what? Useless knowledge of the week.
Oh, we forgot to do useless
I
knowledge.
don't have the fucking soundbite though.
That's all right. What's the useless knowledge?
Did you know the life expectancy of an ancient Roman person?
Ancient Roman.
So think of Julius Caesar. Think of
Okay.
Colosseum era.
36.
Actually, 25.
25?
Yeah,
Because they were probably fighting in wars and dying.
no, it's more along the lines of living in absolute filth and what have you.
Well, so let me ask you this. I'm going to go really crazy. For
Like you look at a third world country, their life expectancy is only like 35, 40 years old. And that's now with all the random bullshit that we got going on in the world with all the medication and whatnot. What do you think it is fucking 3, 4, 5, 800 years ago? Well, actually, this is over 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, I wonder what it's going to be in 1,000 years from now.
Oh, we won't be here.
Yeah, we'll be. Well, obviously, I would hope not. No, but I wonder, all right, so even if you're not a religious person, Jesus was an actual person.
I don't know that.
Oh,
Nobody knows
I thought they said that. I thought Jesus was an
They,
actual.
because of written documentation, they believe Jesus was an actual person. But, I mean, again, it's so long ago, who knows? Jesus could have been a guy named Al that just liked to change his name.
Because I'm wondering, during that time period. Well, no, that was still during the same Roman, right?
It was 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So same idea. People would have been, all right.
The only thing about, when you
So
start...
nobody ever heard of a grandparent then, huh?
Well, no, they had grandparents, except they're having kids at 12,
That's true. That's true.
Nothing against religion or anything like that, but, I mean, everything is... I mean, the only religion that you flat out say is false... Hey, we can hear that.
No keys. We can hear the keys.
His father's a little senility.
He's playing with the cat.
Yeah. No, but nothing against religion or anything. But I mean, it's so long ago, and they've changed the
story.
At least in the Catholic religion, they've changed it more than not.
Well, just think of a game of telephone with your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Now think of it over 2,000 years.
Now, a game of telephone, folks, is one person will call one person and another person will call another person with the same story over and over and over again.
Or you could just do it like a whisper to over and over to multiple
They did
people.
it in Johnny... Oh, that was a movie. Johnny Be Good? Johnny Dangerously.
Never saw it.
It's a great movie. What it is the main character ends up in prison, and the whole scene is there's like 10 guys sitting at a table while they're at lunch. And at one end, it starts off with, the guards are going to kill you tonight, Johnny. And at the very other end is where Johnny is, and the last guy in line goes, there's a guy down the street selling watermelons or something like that. It completely turns into something else. He goes, they're going to kill me tonight? Oh, no, his brother, not him. It was his brother was a DA. He was a gangster. And that's what it was. They were going to kill his brother tonight. And it's funny how it got translated.
It got changed all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just using that as an example, I mean, there's nothing wrong with any religion, obviously, but
No.
in that one particular religion, it's changed so much, I don't know what's real and what's not. The guidelines are always good, though. The 10 Commandments
Yeah.
are always good.
That doesn't make, boom. Yeah, I think those are good.
Well, I mean, obviously, thou shalt not rape their neighbor's pigeons. That was a good one.
No. Covet thy neighbor's wife.
Pigeon's wife, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, you know what, Nate?
I'm in Vegas right now.
You're in Vegas right now.
Well, according to this, right?
I know. Oh, yeah. Nate has a little sexy story for me. Tell me a story, Nate.
Do I have one?
Do you?
I don't know. Let me think.
Are we done with Nate's Corner? Is that a New Year resolution for
No,
you?
God, no. No.
I can tell you Pat's Corner.
We'll tell you a coming of age tale.
All right.
Because I'm going to take little bits from little segments I've heard in other people's podcasts, and I'm going to revert it. So one segment that I heard once was, did you ever have any creepy neighbors?
I mean, if I didn't have one, it must have been I was one.
Yep.
That's why my parents moved so much,
So I'm going to tell you a story about a creepy neighbor.
Sit up there in the window.
So I grew up in Rehoboth. Okay, little farm town, nothing ever happens.
Just a small town girl.
So my best friend, my best friends. This is terrible. My best friends lived across the street. Okay, one lived across the street, and then to the cross street from him was another one.
He took a midnight train going anywhere.
We're sick people. So one day, I was playing at my buddy Chris's house. I'm gonna hit you. I swear I'm gonna hit you live on the air.
Dude, this is gonna translate great. This is gonna be great.
I was at my buddy's house. We were playing N64. I went home. I went to school the next day.
Yep.
Came home. My mother was home. I don't think my father was there. And then there was a guy who he told everybody his name was Bill Clinton.
Oh, cool.
So on the side of my buddy Chris, which you know him, he looks like Forrest
Now,
Gump.
this is during the time of Bill Clinton's presidency.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. So he lived on the side of Chris, or Forrest Gump, as you know.
All right.
All right. There's a house.
Yep.
Behind his house was a camper. He lived in the camper
Oh, good.
because his wife died in the house, and so he never went back in the house. So what happened was he showed up one day
Yep.
in my driveway, knocked on my door. I answer the door, and my mom answers the door with me, and he goes, "Hi, I know you have a kid. I was wondering if you'd like him to come with me, and we can go camping in another state together."
Look, he just knew you were a chubby little kid. He tried to.
Like dead serious.
Did your mom laugh at first? Or?
My mom's like, "No, that's not happening."
If anybody's going to cornhole him, it's me.
And then it happened another time. I think I was even more young. Every year.
Dude, every year somebody would approach you and ask if you wanted to go camping.
So-
Is that what you're saying?
No. A couple years prior to that, every summer my family would go on the Bay Queen. Okay, my father's over there shaking his head because he remembers this. The Bay Queen. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea.
It's like a little ferry boat that goes from Bristol to
Okay.
Newport, and they would serve like
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They would
okay.
serve like a little brunch, and then you'd go get dropped off, or you could stay on the boat, and they'll take you around.
There's
the
another
mansions.
boat that goes down to Block Island or whatever, the same area.
Block Island Ferry, but yeah,
All right,
same
yeah.
idea. So I was on the back of the boat, and I always like to be near the engine so I could see the waves coming up
Oh, yeah.
behind.
Yep.
And I was there.
I'm not even going to say that you said engine instead of engine. But
whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, it sounds like I'm a racist.
I was near the engine, and he was over there trying to get his casino.
So I'm over there sitting there watching the water, and a man approached me. Now, how old do you think I was? 5? 5 years old. Man approached me. I didn't really think anything of it, and
Nate has always been
thankfully,
a sexual scholar since he's been 5.
thank God my dad came out there, because the guy was trying to take me.
Oh, that's sweet.
He was trying to take me, and my father was like, "The hell you doing?"
You know, it is. Back in the day, young child meat was like $12 a pound. I mean,
Is that what it was? It was before they had a BJ's. And
yeah, right. You couldn't buy it in bulk, and I mean, let's face it.
now at Walmart.
All right, so the whole point of that story was don't go next to Nate with little kids because old men are going to try to take them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now Nate's looking for an old man to take care of him.
Yes.
Ah, shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Now we got to think of something else to talk about.
I think we're going to have to keep doing the boxes from now on.
I like the box.
The box, yeah.
The box is big and open and warm.
I think there's still some in there that my girlfriend wrote.
Possibly.
Yeah.
At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, that was today. I'm not giving you a date because I'm not sure when we're doing this one.
All right, folks, I'm going to break it down. You know the routine. You can hit us up on Facebook, Fat Guy Squared. You can go to fatguysquared.com. You can go to Podbeam, search Fat Guy Squared. You can search us on Spotify. You can search us on iTunes, YouTube, and Twitch.
Nate, how's your week?
Well, if it's this, then I'm in Vegas, so everything's good.
Sweet. Folks, have a great day. Love you.
Toodaloo.